Joining us now, Ms. Jacinta, the Commissioner for the Welfare of Overseas Tamils. Ma'am, thank you very much for your time. How many have returned from to Tamil Nadu and how many are still there, ma'am, from the state?
As of now, 144 children have reached back to Tamil Nadu, and another 22 have just landed in Delhi, and we are expecting a few more children to reach today. Apart from it, we are in touch with almost 500 to 600 children who are waiting in various border states, waiting for their flights to be scheduled.
Totally from Tamil Nadu, how many are stranded there?
We have a database of nearly 2,200 children, and that has been shared with the Ministry of External Affairs and the Indian Embassy. We are tracking them region-wise and we are communicating it continuously.
Anyone in areas which are witnessing shelling now, in unsafe areas?
Unfortunately, Tamil Nadu had a very huge population of children in Kharkiv, Kiev areas and Sumy area. So that has been under tremendous pressure. Now, fortunately, Kiev, most of the children have moved away, and Kharkiv also from yesterday onwards, a lot of children have started moving. Still now, there are a lot of children still at the Kharkiv railway station. We are in touch with them. They are waiting for trains so that they can move westwards. Sumy, they are still in bunkers and shelters, waiting for directions from Government of India.
And are you coordinating directly or through the central government?
No, we are facilitating through the central government because they are the ones who are coordinating it at the ground situation. So what we are doing is we have, as per the instructions of our Honorable Chief Minister, we have created a control room and established helpline numbers. And we have also given out email IDs. Our website was created. So through that, we had created the database of 2,200 children. And that database has been shared with Ministry of External Affairs and the Embassy. And then we have formed WhatsApp groups region-wise with the student leaders there, and we are communicating, we are tracking their movement, and whenever they are facing some issues, that has been again communicated with the Ministry of External Affairs so that they can be guided.
Are you in touch with all the 2,000 plus from Tamil Nadu?
More or less we are in touch because we have formed groups. I mean, suppose if it is something like Vinnychia Medical University, there we had 160 odd Tamil students there. So we were in touch with 5-6 leaders and they had formed groups. So each of them, when we had planned the buses and they had started the movement, we were doing through that. Apart from it, we are also having some local Tamil populace who is helping them out after they are crossing the borders. So that is also happening.
Some students from Chennai, the parents say these students don't have their passports, the first years particularly, because they had deposited to the college, they haven't been able to get back. What's being done for them?
So whenever a student has come up with this, and there had been a lot of cases where there is no visa also, like the visa had expired for a lot of them on the 24th. So these students, we list them out separately and they are brought to the knowledge of the embassy before they cross the border itself, so that the time when they are crossing, it's easy for them. And apart from it, the Indian embassies and the officials who are stationed there at the borders are very helpful in this. So without the passports as well as the visas, they are able to, we have identified them, given them ID cards, and those, with that they are able to come out.
Lastly, what's the timeline we're looking at, ma'am, to get all of them back home?
As of now, the way it looks, we have around 500-600 odd students waiting for their flight. So we are thinking, I mean, we are not sure, but maybe by next week the entire evacuation process should be over. But we are hoping that the children are all moved to safety in a couple of days.
But not all 2,000 plus want to come back, is it?
There has been, the children who had come today also, there were some students who were saying that they are the final year students, and they just have 2 months to finish their course. So they were very unwilling because they just wanted to finish it. But of course, things have not been great. So they had been advised to come back, and we would be requesting Government of India to look into this also and take it up with the concerned universities once this evacuation process is completed.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time. That was Ms. Jacinta, the Commissioner for Welfare of Overseas Tamils, talking to us in Chennai with Suresh, Sam Daniel, for NDTV.